How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. I'm going all out here, like all the social media influencers. I got the fluorescent LED light right in my fucking face today. How do you like that? How do you like that? Doesn't that look like shit? Hope you guys are doing well. Couple of things to talk about here. Beer of the day, Heineken. Holy fuck, this fluorescent light is bright. Wow. Oh my god. I think I gotta pull it back a bit here, guys. Oh my god. There. That's better. So I have some pickups. A couple of things to talk about. I just put out a video showcasing my JVC camcorder, a little bit of a nature video. That's not really gaming related. I put that out there because there are some people, believe it or not, that may seek out that video if they're looking at picking up that camcorder that has nothing to do with my retro video game channel. So in case you're confused as to what that video is about, or if you are interested, it's a little bit of an ASMR video as well. You might want to check it out. Just saying. So, all over the map here. Yeah, I got a couple of pickups for sure. I got a couple of pickups. So, earlier in the week, well, let me just take a sip of my beer here. We'll get started. Earlier in the week, I was in Cornwall, of all places, and I picked up, and it's in pretty well mint shape, and it's an Xbox 360 wired controller with a nice long cable on it. And I plugged it into my desktop PC, and it works. It's legit. It's plug and play. I haven't really tested it out fully yet. I tried it out with Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, and it did work. But I mean, I just picked up that game for the PS1, and I actually prefer it on the PS1 now that I've played it. I don't want to talk about it here. I'll talk about it in a separate video. And I tried it out on Richard Burns Rally as well, and it does work, but like the button mapping, I need to figure that out. So yeah, I'm really happy to have a wired Xbox 360 controller, because for whatever reason, trying to use an Xbox 360 wireless controller with my PC, I wasn't able to get it to work. Allegedly it works, but I don't know. I could always use a more modern Xbox controller. But the thing is, the reason why I wanted to have the wired controller is because it's for a lot of the retro games that I occasionally play on my PC. I don't think those games are really going to work with a Bluetooth controller or a wireless controller, if you will. So, with that out of the way, I picked that up, and then I was in, I want to say Belleville? Maybe it was in Kingston. Or maybe I picked this up in Cornwall too. Yeah, I picked this one up in Cornwall. My apologies. I picked up on DVD King of New York. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie before, but man, it's an amazing movie. Obviously, it's got David Caruso in it, Larry Fishburne, Lawrence Fishburne, and Christopher Walken. Okay? But the cinematography in this movie is so off the chains. It is so good. If you have not seen King of New York, I highly recommend it. Your boy Wesley Snipes is in it as well. Really good movie. Very violent. Very, very, very violent. But I would say it's up there as one of Christopher Walken's best movies for sure. And I don't buy DVDs too often anymore. This is the 2-disc special edition. But, that kind of segues into the next topic of discussion. But I was in Kingston, and I did go to the Chumleys there. Recently they had consolidated the two Chumleys in Kingston into one. I feel like I'm going to sneeze here. Can I hold it? So they were consolidating two stores into one. And I went in there, it looked like a bomb went off. There was like DVDs everywhere, Blu-rays everywhere, gaming paraphernalia everywhere. Oh my god, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So the store was a mess. I didn't really, I can't blame them, I guess, if they're consolidating the two stores, but I guess the show must go on. They have to keep the doors open while they're, I guess, bringing a bunch of inventory in from another store. That's what it looked like. But man, there was so much Blu-ray and DVD paraphernalia, and to add to that, a lot of the stores now, especially the retro video game stores that sell DVDs and Blu-rays as well, like Chumlee's, they've pumped the brakes on taking in any more of that type of media because they're not moving it along. So they've got signs on their front doors basically saying, because these places act like a pawn shop kind of. People will walk in off the street with their video games or their DVDs or their Blu-rays, and they'll get next to nothing for it. But Chumlee's will purchase their inventory and then sell it, but they're not taking in any more DVDs or Blu-rays. So that should clue you in right there. That's pretty much a dead format, unfortunately. So, that being said, I was in Chumlee's, took a little bit of video, not much, it was very difficult. I'm trying to be respectful of the store owners. I didn't really ask to shoot video, but you can see the short clips I have here. And yeah, you can see there's some PS1 games, some PS2, some PS3, some Wii, and some loose cart Genesis, which we'll get to in just a minute. So, my pickups here, winding down as far as Xbox 360 collecting is concerned. I looked at all the games in the store. They didn't have much. They didn't even have a glass cabinet that had like the high-end stuff. Nothing. I don't really know what was going on there, to be honest with you. If the store owners are watching this video, I apologize, but that's just, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but maybe close up shop for a couple of days and get your shit in order and get it all organized and then open the doors again. I don't know. Anyways, without further ado, getting down to the final games that I need to collect for the Xbox 360. Man, the 7th gen. So many good games. Oh my god. So this game here, I've come across it before. Not recently, but I had come across it before at the pawn shop in Ottawa. And I didn't think much of it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if that's any good. It's got the 2K publishing emblem on the front cover. That's always a red flag. And then I watched a video online of somebody talking about it, and it looked really good. And it turns out it's a first-person shooter, and I think it's using the id Tech engine. I think it's one of the first games to come. Not one of the first, but one of the earlier games to come out on 7th gen back in 2007. The game only came out on PS3 and Xbox 360. Didn't get a PC port. You can no longer get this game unless you seek out a physical copy for one of the older consoles. I heard John Linneman talking about it. He was saying it was really good as well. The first game in this series is considered the best one. It kind of has, in my opinion, a little bit of an Max Payne aesthetic to it, a little bit. And that's The Darkness. There you go. First-person shooter. I don't know if you guys have played this one or not. And it is mint. It's complete in box. And I think I paid... Gosh, I don't know how much I paid for this. $15? So, yeah, I'm excited to check this out. You guys know I like those first-person shooters from that era. Which, by the way, speaking of Digital Foundry, they did their weekly podcast, and they put it out a few days ago. And at the end of it, there was a question from one of their Patreon subscribers, or members, asking the panel, are there any games they'd be interested in seeing, or series the guys from Digital Foundry would be interested in seeing getting, I guess, pulled out of Exodus now that Microsoft owns Bethesda. They own id Software, and they own Activision, and they own all these companies now. And Alex Battaglia, what does he mention? He mentioned freaking 2009 Wolfenstein. He dropped it. He was talking about it. He's like, yeah, bring that one back. Exactly. We need that one to be re-released. Give us a remastered version of that game. Okay? Run it in 4K at 60 FPS. That would be freaking amazing. And that's a game you can't play anymore. You can't purchase it. It's no longer for sale, along with Quake 4. And that's a game that, you know, even though I played it on the PS3, apparently that's like the inferior version to the one on the 360. So, and that's the thing. That's the thing with the Darkness. It's the same thing. Playing this on the PS3, it's no good. You got to play it on the 360. You need to get this copy for the 360. So there you have it. The Darkness. Now this one here, good old buddy Dean Thompson had escaped the game. He's not doing too well right now. Our thoughts and prayers are with Dean. He has talked about this game over the years, and again, this was another one that I wasn't too sure about until I did a little bit more research, and I found out not only is it a first-person shooter, but it's got a really interesting gameplay mechanic as well. I'm not going to get into it here. Those who've played it know what I'm talking about. Now the cover is a little bit pooched on this, but the actual the insert, the sleeve, it looks to be in good shape. So I just need to replace the case. And I got it for $7.99. That's Singularity. Finally have Singularity. Wow, I finally have it in the collection. Okay, this one has been tapping me on the shoulder as I spit. This one has been tapping me on the shoulder for a couple of years now, saying, purchase me, buy me. Oh my god. Published by Activision, and it was developed by... What was the name of the team? I can't even remember it now. It's totally slipped my mind. I don't remember. I can't freaking remember. Was it Raven? Maybe? I don't know, but I'm happy to have this. I am very happy to have this. I will be playing this through very soon. I don't think it'll take too long. So Singularity, finally. And the last one. Oh, this is a doozy. Now this is a Sega Genesis game. Unfortunately, this one is not the best example. The label is a little bit pooched. And I paid about $15.99 for it, but that's okay. I haven't seen it in the wild recently. You're going to pay more than that on eBay for another cart like this of similar condition. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and that's Outrun 2019. Yup. I finally have a physical copy of Outrun 2019. There you go. So, like I said, the label's a little bit pooched, but I've wanted this in the collection for a long, long time. So there you have it. Those are my pickups. Couple of more games I'm going to pick up over the next 6 to 12 months for the Xbox 360 and the PS3 as well. Slowly chipping away at that. And speaking of slowly chipping away, our good old buddy PK in the Universe, apparently he just gave up on Starfield. He played it for like an hour and he gave up on it. Now he's playing some RPG on the N64. Quest 64? I don't know. He's 7 hours into that. So clearly he walked away from Starfield. I'm actually almost done Starfield. I'm almost done the main campaign. Okay? I'm almost done. Give me a few more days. I'm taking my time with it. Once I've completed it, I will put out a final thoughts, sort of, because there's so much more to talk about. There's so much more to play. I haven't even scratched the surface on the game. I'm just playing the main campaign. So keep an eye out for that. And that's it. I'm going to cut it off there, right at the 15-minute mark. Video is already a little bit too long in the tooth. And as I drop my cap, yeah, things are just, That's it for me, guys. Let me know about these pickups. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good night.